Hello, all my inspirational tea sippers. I hope and pray you all are doing well. This is Shantara, and I'm coming to you guys back with another video. You might want to turn your volume down because I am really, really loud. Bonjour is what I wanted to say. This is my shirt. It says bonjour. Hello. This came from Forever 21 Plus. I think it was like $5. You guys, there's been so much going on with me. So much going on with me. Just different moving parts in my life. Me on another weight loss journey. So that's what this video is about. I think on some prior videos, I was saying that I was 270 pounds. I was at the gym. There was a little family gym that I first joined here when I got here. On my grind from moving after we got settled. Got back on my grind, working out. Got all the way down to 270. My highest weight ever, I'm thinking, was about 345 to 350. Let's just say 350. 350. This was right after I had my son. So about 350 pounds. Probably even, about 350. So I got all the way down to 270. Like the gym that I was going to when I first got here, they were rude. Like when you went on the weightlifting side, there was like big, huge, giant posters of the guy who worked there. He was like in thongs, like when he did like these muscle competitions, like all around the wall of himself. So I already had thoughts of that. I'm like, I'm working out and I don't want to see like this big bulging sack and this man just all, posted up with bikini on and all that. Like, I'm like, this guy's so full of himself, and you could tell. He didn't really speak to me when I walked in. A couple of the staff wouldn't say nothing. Sometimes when I would go to the cardio room, the lights would be off, and I'm trying to take my pictures. I need proof of what's going on with this big body. I need proof. So I need my pictures clear, and I'm posting and I'm trying to motivate other people. So I need some lights going on because I'm paying every month. So a few months after, I decided, you know what? I'm sick of the customer service. Like, it's not worth it. I'm tired of coming in here. Like, they're rude. You know what I'm saying? Some of the times they don't even speak. You don't acknowledge me coming in and out the door. I'm paying my money to be here. So I stopped going. Of course, they ended up putting it on my credit and all this stuff, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not worried about that. I'll take care of it when I take care of it. So cancel my membership, stop going. And then within that time, I think about 3 months went by. About 3 or 4 months, I'll start eating whatever. I'm not working out. I'm just chilling. I'm here with the kids. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I'm not really that active besides going and doing what they do. But I don't have a routine anymore. So I went from 270 all the way back up to 295. So I gained 25 pounds within those 3.5 months. So for me, weight loss and weight has always been an issue for me. Like, my whole life, I've always been the tallest. I'm 6 feet tall right now today. So I've always been the tallest, and I've always been the biggest, even from growing up. Like, there was really no regimen inside the home. Like, we would eat like sugar bread, syrup sandwiches, like Kool-Aid, noodles anytime we wanted. We would make sandwiches all the time, when mom didn't cook. Like, there wasn't even really no, like, we didn't have smoothies, and we didn't have like healthy foods. Like, when she cooked, it was spaghetti, yams, and cornbread, or it was, just full of starch, full of sugar. That's what we ate. And she said, you can get as much as you want, continue to eat until you get full. Like, that's just how it was. So I was a big girl. And in school, I would get teased a lot, like, fatty, you a whale, all by the boys. You know, I was known for nothing other than just, you know, the hilarious homegirl. Like, she's very funny. She's very funny. She's cool, but I just don't like her like that. You know what I mean? Like, you big. Like, you're very big. And it just wasn't the cool thing to date like a very big girl. You know, all the guys that would get in a little group with their little friends and just hee hee ha ha. I would walk by and boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? Like, well. And so I just began to fight. I got tired of it. I would go home and tell my mom, like, I'm being picked on. Like, I'm so sick of this. And she would just be like, God rest her soul. I'm not talking about her, but this is just how it was. It was just like, her response was, do you believe it? You know, do you believe what they're saying about you? If you don't believe what they're saying about you, then don't worry about it. Words shouldn't hurt, and, you know, this, that, keep your hands to yourself. You don't touch anyone unless they put their hands on you first. And so I'm just like, this is just so annoying. You know what I mean? Like, I am so sick of being picked on. I am so sick of being talked about. Like, yes, words hurt. Yeah, I'm starting to believe what they're saying. You big fat pig and all that. And this, yeah, I believe it now. Been called it for all these years. I'm starting to believe it. And I'm getting tired of it. You know, so like, yeah, I do. You know what I mean? Like, okay. So one day I went to school, was talking about me, and I just beat, and it was always the boys. And then the teachers would be, oh, they just like you. Stop telling kids that, because if a boy likes you, you are not going to make fun of her. You are not going to give her a hard time. Wouldn't you be wanting to try to carry her books or take her to class or trying to talk to her on, you know what I mean? Like, stop. That's not an excuse. That is giving permission to be bullied and harassed. So a boy liking you by him picking on you, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. So, well, of course there's other things, but I'm talking about this subject. That's dumb. So it's stupid. That is not what that means. That means he's being a jerk, he's being a butt, and he's trying to show out in front of his friends. He needs some home training, and Shantara is about to show him what it do. So I'm tired. So he talking about me or whatever, and then I'm just like, bink, I'm tired. I'm starting to fight. Woo, 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 woo. And then once I start fighting, they left me alone. Like, there wasn't any more like bullying. So for me at school, I was the bully protector. There was a girl, a really great friend. She had really, really buck teeth, and they would talk about her so bad, and I put her under my wing. You're not going to talk about her, book. Like, you know what I mean? And there was another girl who had teeth like all weird kind of ways or whatever, and they would pick on her. So they would hang with me, and we would hang with them. Like, I'm not going to let you make them feel how y'all make me feel. You know what I mean? So I was at school, and I was like the bully protector, because that is a horrible feeling. And I'm not talking about just being talked about like once every now and then. It was like literally every day. We didn't have the best of clothes. We all had to share amongst each other, and we didn't have like Nikes, and we didn't have like the latest name brands. Like, we were nice, we were well presentable, but we weren't up with like the latest things like all the kids had. You know, we weren't like fashionable like that. You know what I mean? We were like regular kids. So I was the bully protector or whatever. So I say all that to say, I have struggled with my weight my whole entire life. My childhood was very tumultuous. My mom and my dad would fight all the time. She would jump on my dad would jump on her, and it was just like a lot of fighting. Even once she left my dad, like the next relationship, long-term relationship that she got into, that she was in before she passed, you know, there was a lot of fighting too, and just loudness, and, you know, the arguments and the hitting and the fighting and the throwing and all that stuff. And that even trickled down into my marriage, because I did the same thing to my husband. I was putting my hands on him, and I was fighting him and doing all this crazy stuff. Those are story times I will get into. But yeah, and I just think that at those times we were younger with all that stuff going on, him jumping on my mom jumping on him, I think we would like eat for comfort. I'm still trying to figure out why I eat for comfort, and I'm still trying to figure out like, why am I thinking about food constantly all the time? Like, where is it all coming from? But I definitely do know that it is from my childhood. So I've been up and down, up and down, up and down on my weight. I've lost so much weight, I've gained it all back. I've lost so much weight, I've gained it all back. And for me, it affected my gallbladder. I did some research one day. I was at work and I had been having these stomach issues and problems, and it was like really, really tumultuous. Like I couldn't deal with it, and I was still going to work. I was that type of person. Like it didn't matter. I was going to work. I would go to work sick, throwing up, flu, whatever. I know it's not, but I would do it. You know, I was always at work, never called in. I was that type of person. So one day I'm at work and I just couldn't take it anymore. I told them I had to leave her. They were like, you need to go. I was bent over, like in so much pain. So I ended up, my husband rushed me to the hospital. I ended up having emergency surgery the next day because it was gallstones and I couldn't pass them. And he said, had you not come in tonight, they would have ruptured and you would have died. And for me, it was because I was losing weight, gaining weight. And that's what one of the reasons why. If you lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight, it affects your gallbladder and builds up those stones in there to where you couldn't pass. So that's what happened to me. And I almost died, like on this weight loss journey, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So I have tried every diet known to man. Keto, intermittent fasting. I've starved myself. I have did a water fast. I've done the salt flush. I've done all the diets, all the fasts. Took the pills, the what are those pills called? Fen-Phens. Oh my goodness, made me so sick. I was vomiting my head off, shaking. I had the tremors, taking that. Yeah, I lost all the weight, but it wasn't effective. So I've been up and down on weight loss journeys. I've stopped, I've started, I've stopped, I've started. Even on my Instagram, I always post and I try to inspire and motivate other people because this is a journey. It's not easy, especially when you're coming from being obese. Like I'm not talking about just like a 10-pound here, 5-pound here. I'm talking about dealing with obesity. You know what I mean? So this last time, my birthday, July 24th was my birthday. And so as my birthday approaching, I'm really nervous, you know, because at this time I'm turning the age that my mom was when she passed. You know what I mean? She had back surgery. She went in for back surgery where her legs and stuff was numb. But prior to that, she had diabetes. She had asthma. She was overweight, very overweight. I would say obese. Diabetes, asthma. She was obese. She didn't smoke cigarettes or do drugs or anything like that. But, you know, the diabetes and stuff affected her nerves and stuff like that. I guess she had a disc or something, slip disc in her back. So she went in for surgery and caught pneumonia in the hospital and stuff like that. And they had to recut her, reopen her up, pneumonia spread, all that stuff. And she ended up passing away. She was 36, if I'm not mistaken. No, she was, yeah, about 36, 35. I am the age. And so when my birthday hit, my husband takes me down to Reno. We, you know, wonderful. We're downtown, beautiful hotel, but I'm pretty much quiet that next day. And he's like, what's going on? I'm like, I'm in my head a lot. Just thinking about, you know, what I want to do, you know, what is my life going to be? You know, how serious am I going to be about getting healthy? You know, I'm looking at my 7-year-old and she's a big girl. She's overweight for her age, and I can see her going in the direction that I am going in and have been in. So I want to change, and I'm thinking about this stuff. And so we going out to eat. I'm just, at this time, I'm eating all this stuff. Just eating sweets and all this stuff. And I'm thinking, but when my birthday hit, I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. You know what I mean? Like, when are you going to get serious? And this is the thought. These are my thoughts. I'm telling you guys my thoughts. When are you going to get serious? You know what I mean? Like, how serious is this really? You know, what is it going to take? You know, you are now 36. And my biggest fear, because my mom was 36 when she passed and I was 15 years old, and because of all the things that happened afterwards, you know what I mean? As far as with family and just kind of like the whole tumultuous childhood after she passed, my biggest fear is for me to leave this earth and my kids not be grown. You know what I mean? Like them having to live here in this earth or on this earth with me being gone at such a young age is like terrifying to me. Like the thought of it just paralyzes me. So I'm just thinking like, I just felt sick and tired. You know, I was so full from those couple of days just being downtown. And I'm with my husband. He don't care. He loves me regardless. If I gain 500 to 800 pounds, that man will love me anyway, you know, without a second thought. He wouldn't be embarrassed of me. He wouldn't be ashamed of me. That's just how he is. So I feel comfortable around him. I don't mind eating all the Little Debbie's. And my biggest thing is the Little Debbie's oatmeal pies with the cream in the those Little Debbie's that has turned Shantara into a Big Deborah. Little Debbie has turned me into a Big Deborah. Like, I can eat at least about 3 or 4 of them in one sitting. Like, those oatmeal pies, baby. And I remember in childhood too, we would get like 50 cents, or our daddy and my uncle would come around and would give us change and money. I would go to the store, and back then they were only 25 cents or 50 cents. And I would buy those Little Debbie's or the little crunch ones with the little middle, or those lemon pies, those lemon crusted pies with the lemon filling in the inside. Woo, don't make no sense. I'm a carb eater. Like, I love it. And so, and my husband eats them all the time. He's a sweet eater. He loves chips, Little Debbie's, peanut butter bars and stuff like that. So that stuff is always in the house. And when you're dealing with someone who has an addiction as such, most of the time it's hard for me to just like have self-control. So I'm always in his stuff and eating his stuff, eating his Snickers and all that stuff, you know, going on or whatever. And so I would tell him, hide it. And then I would see him go in it, and then he at work or something, and I'm chilling in my bed, just scarfing it down. So I say all that to say, July 25th, I was so disgusted. I felt so tired. Like I said before, I felt, you know, just really done with it. And I said, you know what? It doesn't matter if he hides the sweets or whatever. You have to learn self-control. You know what I mean? He's not to the point to where he's not going to bring it in, because that's what he eats. That's just how he is. So it's up to me. You know what I mean? These are my goals. You know, I felt tired. I felt lethargic. I felt so full. I was taking pictures of myself on my birthday, and I had gained all this weight back, and I'm just like, wow, this is really a problem. You know what I mean? Like, this is really an issue. So July 25th, I woke up prior to maybe like 3 or 4 days before my birthday. That's all I wanted was a gym pass. So that was one of my gifts. He got me a gym pass for my birthday. So I went a few days before and signed up and got my membership and all that. And I said, you know what? After my birthday, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do what I have to do. So July 25th, I woke up and I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done going up and down. I'm so disgusted. I'm tired, you know, and this time I've given the Lord my day. You know, this time around, I'm saying, God, please help me. You know, this time I'm saying, Lord, I cannot do this without you. I've been overweight, obese my whole entire life. I cannot do this anymore without you. Like, I need you to help me every step of the way. And I've been making better choices and decisions. And the man, when I signed up for that gym pass, he said, I'm going to challenge you to come to the gym 60 days in a row. He said, if you come and just sit in the sauna on certain days, which is an active rest day, I challenge you to come 60 days in a row to begin to make it a habit. This has to be your lifestyle. If this is what you really want, this is something that you have to incorporate every day. You have to work out every day. Even if you're allowing yourself to rest, you know, you at least get up and walk for 30 minutes. Like, you still need to be active. So if you want to just come in the gym and just sit in the sauna, or if you want to just come in the gym and walk for 20 minutes and go home, still make it your duty to get in here and do something. And so as of right now, today, you guys, a day after my birthday, July 25th, I am on day 21 at going to the gym consistently. Day 21, I'm doing different things. Whatever I feel like when I get in the gym is what I feel like. I met this girl. I was in the car, and I have been vlogging my experience, kind of like a diary or car chronicles of this weight loss journey every day. How I feel, what's going on in my mind, what I'm thinking. And I'm in a car, I think like on day 2 after gaining all this weight and trying to just work out and get back to where I was. I'm crying. I see her and I told her, I just want you to know that you're doing a good job. I'm so proud of you. And she was really, really big. And I was telling her, I'm just tired. You know, I got all these goals on my calendar and I haven't met not one goal. I haven't even been trying. I haven't even attempted. And she said, let it all go. Let it all go. When you're at a point like this where you really have a sickness, it's something that you're dealing with. And to God be the glory, I'm an overcomer. This thing will not keep hold of me. The devil is a lie. No, and it will be broken off of my daughter in Jesus' holy mighty name. I'm claiming that and speaking into the atmosphere. She told me, let it all go. Don't have no expectations. Stay off the scale. Just take it one day at a time and just push yourself. Just take it one day at a time. You know, switch up little things here and there, but take the expectations. You got to throw them out the window, baby. You're not there yet. You know, and tears just rolling down my eyes. And I came home and I said, you know what? I'm staying off the scale. And I decided I will weigh in once a month. So it'll be every 25th, every 30 days. Once a month, I'll weigh in. So my first weigh-in will be on the 25th of August. And I just wanted to put that out there, you guys. I am giving this to the Lord. I'm doing it this time. And I pray to God that it sticks. I have fallen so many times. I have gotten back up. I have been on so many. I've lost 50 pounds. I've lost 60 pounds. I've lost 70 pounds, gained it back. I've lost 40 pounds, gained it back. But I'm tired. And I've never felt so tired. And this time I feel tired. I feel disgusted. I'm tired of going around and around and around and around. I'm tired. I'm tired. So this is my introduction to my weight loss diary. That's what I'll call it. I'll call it a diary because it's like my thoughts, my feelings, how I'm doing in my mind, you know, what's going on. So this is an introduction video to my weight loss diary. And I'll put my very first video up, and there's some videos in there, and they're very short. They're only like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. I think the longest one is maybe like 8 minutes or something like that, but they're very short. But I just want to add that to my channel. To anyone out there who is struggling with weight, like I'm in it, and I pray to God that other people are moved by me just trying again and giving it my all and just putting it out there. You know, the ups, the downs, whatever it is, you will see it on my weight loss diary. So I'll connect my first video after this, and I just pray to God that, you know, we continue to fight this good fight, you know, and know that we are already victorious. You know, the devil is a liar. We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. And as long as we give him our day, and as long as we seek him and ask him for strength, ask him to help us, ask him to lead us and guide us, ask him to help us make better decisions in the kitchen and overcome, you know, this struggle, this beast, like, who is tough. And you know, we can do it. I pray that you get up with me, move with me, and I have like all those videos up to then, so I'll post them and get them up there so to get you guys up to date, up to speed. Tomorrow I'll be going in the morning, day 22. And I just pray to God that you guys join me, because our body is a temple. And if we're honest, I talked about this in one of my videos. If we're honest, we cannot fully operate in all God has called us to be if we're extremely obese and extremely overweight, and we can barely move, and we can't get on our knees to pray because our knees hurt so bad, and we can't sit up, and we can't do this and we can't do that because we're obese. We need to get more conscious of our health and what we're putting into our bodies. And I'm not saying be perfect and turn into vegans and all that, but just do better. Move around, lose weight, get healthy, and get comfortable, and you know, protect the temple that we're in, because it houses the Holy Spirit. So it all goes hand in hand, and we just have to have these harsh conversations. We have to be open, we have to be honest, and we have to be healthy in order to move how God wants us to move. That's the honest to God truth. Say it in love. Do it in love. Let's do this together. Thank you guys for joining me. Until the next video, inspire, be inspired. I love you guys. God bless you. Good night.